What's going on, everyone? Welcome to week 13 of the BnG Sports Talk podcast. I'm Burson.
I'm Graham.
Back.
Yeah, we here. It's a weird 60-degree Saturday in December.
Strange, bro.
A little strange,
we
but
live in a strange world.
We do indeed. But we gotta keep rolling, bro.
Show must go on.
Indeed. This week, we're gonna talk about Thursday Night Football, like always. Weird game.
Yep.
Then we're gonna do something we ain't really done. We're gonna go back to last week. We gotta talk about the Monday Night Football from last
Rewind.
week.
Yep.
Pats Bills, a little rewind. Gotta talk about TJ Watt, honing in on that sack record. Russell Wilson, a lot of trade talks come up this week with him. Talk about it. Fantasy football players of the week, of course. Then we're gonna move to NBA topics. Got the Lakers. Always gotta talk about the Lakers, bro.
Always, bro.
Especially after this week, bro.
There's always some shit going
As we
on
promised,
I
we'll
gotta
be talking about the
I gotta
Lakers.
get some shit off my chest, man.
Of course. We're gonna talk about COVID in the NBA. It's just kind of fucking players up right now.
Yeah, rampant.
Talk about Steph, 3-point record incoming, possibly tonight. Who knows?
See.
Ben Simmons trade talks. Those are also kind of like Russell Wilson. Those are kind of, I don't know the word, but those are advancing. Then we'll talk about Hansel Enmanuel, superstar, high school. And then, we posted something on Instagram yesterday. If you were starting an NBA franchise and could take any player in the NBA currently to build around, who would you take? So, talk about that.
Great topics.
Before we start off, bro, let's just talk about a legend who unfortunately passed away a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Demaryius Thomas the Great.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to Demaryius.
Thomas, yeah. That's
terrible news.
Crazy. Kind of caught everybody off guard.
Yeah, 33 years
33 years old, man. Way too young.
And it's just like all the stories that have been coming out since. Like, he just seemed like such a good guy.
Yeah. Like, only thing I remember him being like a pretty elite receiver in his prime. And then I remember that game in 2012 when Tim Tebow threw him that pass. That was
Bland, wild card against the Steelers.
Yeah, he took it all the way.
Yeah, I remember too. I remember exactly where I was. It was a friend's birthday party. Motherfuckers was at like Bertucci's, and I'm just standing there, probably like 12 years old, looking at the TV, bro. I see the little left-handed throw from Tebow to Demaryius. He was gone.
He was out of there.
But
yeah,
I mean, he's a legend, bro. Rest in peace to him. You hate to see it.
What were some of his stats?
Man had 724 receptions, 9,763 yards, and 63 touchdowns. Yeah. I mean, those are some legit numbers right there, bro.
Hell of a career. Rest in peace to him. Condolences to his family.
To his family.
And
to everybody.
You guys
loved him and shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to something, a happier thought.
Yep.
Thursday Night Football. I mean, I don't even know if this is, it's happy. But it was a weird-ass game,
It was a weird-ass game.
Vikings are up 29-0. I mean, I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. I saw 29-0. I turned the game off. I went into bed.
I kept watching,
I'm watching Netflix, and I check my phone, and y'all are texting about, like, bro, are the Vikings really about to choke? I checked the score. It's 29-20. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Bro, I'm watching this game only because of Justin Jefferson. And like, only reason I kept watching was because I thought they were going to play conservative and, like, keep giving Dalvin the ball, which they did, but they kept throwing. Yeah, he did go crazy. But they kept throwing it, too, so I was like, maybe Justin will get me over 100. Because he should have had over 200.
Let's talk about Justin. Let's talk about the touchdowns.
Justin, you dropped like 2 touchdown passes, bro.
He should have had 4.
Yeah, we can't be having that moving forward. But I'm not upset with you. You are human. You are human. There are gonna be games where you have that are like that.
He still did his thing. Got you like 20 points?
Yeah, he still got me. Now you got me 17, not 20.
17.
Which whatever.
That's good enough.
Whatever, but I mean.
But Dalvin ball 205 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I swear he almost had 200 at the end of the first half.
It was like mid-third quarter. He was only 180.
It was crazy.
But
and then Steelers just came back, bro. The Vikings couldn't
understand how.
Vikings couldn't score. I think Kirk threw 2 interceptions.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
No way, bro. He messed up his ratio.
I think he did. I think he threw 2 picks.
Damn, bro.
1 or 2, and then they just Deontay Johnson, bro. Deontay Johnson was going crazy for the Steelers. He was their leading receiver, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so I checked the stats when it was last possession, Steelers were driving, and they had a chance to fucking tie it up. I'm like, what is happening? They had a chance to, tie it up. They were down 8 and driving, but I'm watching. So I saw that on my phone. I went to the TV to turn it on. I see that boy Chase Claypool catch the ball, bro. This man starts pointing first down when they need to hurry up, bro. There was like 20 seconds left or something.
I think he got benched too right after that. Mike Tomlin took him out the game.
He got benched multiple times in the game. That's how the reporters asked him because he had like terrible penalties.
Yeah.
And he was just making excuses and shit.
People were going in on him. Like I was watching SportsCenter this week, and like Ryan Clark was like, Chase Claypool is a teenager stuck in a grown-up's body. He's just extremely immature. And I mean, I think he is. He's he has an extremely athletic build and like
he's talented.
He's definitely talented, but
he's a weirdo, bro. All of their receivers are, bro. Him and Juju, like they're just weirdos.
Like, chill out, bro. Just chill out.
They're not immature.
Like, you can have fun, but like you're losing.
In the interview, this man didn't take an ounce of blame.
Yeah, I heard he was blaming his teammates or something.
I saw that article. They said he blamed his teammates. He didn't say anything about his teammates. He just said the ball got hit out of his hands. But the ball got hit out of his hands by the defensive player. I mean, realistically, it should have been a flag on defense. They slapped the ball out of his hands, but still, that's just a veteran's going to do that. Exactly.
You just gotten up and run to the line.
You got to be smart. You got to know somebody's going to try to do that. You got to hold on to the ball for the life of you, bro. He was like, I did my little first down celebration, and by that time, this man said the ref wasn't at the hash marks yet, so it wouldn't even have mattered if he didn't celebrate because he would have had to wait for the ref. I'm like, come on.
See, bro, you can't say that, bro. You can't say that because it just makes it seem like you really don't care.
But yeah, so the Steelers, he lost a bunch of time and they couldn't score and they ended up losing 36-28.
Yeah.
I mean, but damn, bro, from 29-0 to 36-28, that's crazy.
The Vikings have been losing some crazy games recently too.
I saw they lost 6. They've had 6 games decided on the last play. Come on, bro.
That's ridiculous.
But no, I mean that was a big win for them.
You can't call a team like that good, can you?
You can because all of those games could be wins.
True.
If you've lost 5 games, I don't know how many they've lost on the last possession compared to 1, but if say you lose 5 games on the last possession, those could all be dubs.
Yeah.
I mean, right now they sit at 6-7. Easy game versus the Bears next week. Put them at 7-7. Then they got the Rams. That's a L. Yeah. Packers L. And then Bears again. So I got them at 8-9, which, I mean, that could be good enough to make the playoffs in the NFC.
It could be
because the NFC is so trash, but we're gonna have to see.
It'll be interesting. It'll be something to watch. Sure. And I mean, is Dalvin back or is the Steelers defense just garbage? Because the Steelers defense was garbage.
I'm gonna say both.
Make no mistake about it, bro.
Dalvin's that guy, bro.
Trash.
Dalvin is 100% that guy.
So he's so quick.
So quick.
By the time someone comes to tackle him, he's already like 8 yards down. I swear to God,
I'm watching the game with Dad, right?
Yeah.
And this man Dalvin takes a run, and he was running faster than I've ever seen. And this man Dad's next to me, he just starts giggling, bro. I'm like, what are you laughing at? He was like, he's so fast.
He is. He's ridiculous. Ridiculously fast.
Dalvin is elite, bro. Yeah. And I mean, the week before he didn't play. The week before that he got hurt. But besides that, I mean, he's been pretty solid this year. He has a couple off games, but happens to the best of us. But yeah, the Steelers defense is pretty trash too.
Bro,
which you love to see. Right before we
like 8 yards of play.
Yeah, right before we started this podcast, I was telling Burst about my boy Deontay Foreman over in Tennessee, running instead of Derek. He's got the Jags this week, but next week, first round of the playoffs, he got them Steelers, bro.
I'm telling you, man, he might go crazy,
bro.
He might go absolutely crazy.
But let's rewind a little.
Word, let's go back to
Monday. Take it back to Monday night. Pats versus Bills. Honestly, bro, probably one of the crazier games I've seen in a while. Winds was like 50 miles per hour.
Yeah, I saw that.
Patriots threw the ball 3 fucking times.
Yeah, the pregame, I guess the pregame pictures that I was seeing of the stadium, like the field goal posts, right? All like messed up, and how they had to like fix it before the game. I saw the kicker trying to kick the ball.
It went so far to the right. It was Madden.
Yeah, it was wild. I'm surprised. Like, I wouldn't say that. Surprised they didn't cancel it, but damn.
But let's
playing in that
I
is
just
ridiculous.
Can't believe it, bro. The Pats won 14-10. Bro, but how do you win a game throwing the ball 3 times, bro? Because the Bills was throwing the ball. Like, bro, Josh Allen wasn't scared of no fucking wind, bro. He was throwing the ball.
Bill Belichick, low-key. Bill Belichick is the greatest coach of all time.
He is, but the ultimate question, bro, is did he even out-coach him? Because when you put the 1s and the 2s together, they literally ran the same exact run play every single play. They just switched sides, and it's like, it's like what were the Bills doing?
If you want to get to the like nitty gritty of it, and like,
say he definitely out-coached him. Let's be like,
the Bills coach was trying to completely take away any type of credit the media was giving bro. Bill.
That shit was hilarious. He was like, let's not act so like mad. Bill did anything.
Yeah, like, bro, you can't. Would you ever say that about a coach? If you were a coach,
especially
like,
Bill,
you can't say
like
that.
Like Bill could say that about the Bills coach, but I'm not about to say that about Belichick. Bro.
It's just about
he's proven.
It's about the entire optics of the entire situation. Bro.
It was mad.
You just look like like a hater.
You lost to somebody that threw the ball 3 times, and now you're just talking about
your
that.
Players
you're
probably
not taking any credit.
Your players probably look at you now like, damn, you just hating on
it. It's mad weird though, because like for the Bills, bro, it was just a normal game. Josh Allen threw the ball 30 times. Like I don't get why Belichick refused to throw the ball. I mean, it clearly worked, but like that shit is so weird. Like you could see after
3 times.
What's his name?
Bro.
Mac Jones threw it one time in the first half, and after he threw that one pass, he was saying to Bill like, "Let me keep throwing. Like I'm good," but they just didn't.
Bro, Bill.
And then you see,
Bill's just an interesting figure.
He is. But you see after the game, the announcers were kind of clowning, or the media people were asking the Bills defenders.
I was gonna bring that up.
He was saying asking if they should be embarrassed. I mean, I'm kind of with them, bro. They pretty much stood up and was like, "Why the fuck would we be embarrassed? We allowed 14 points."
I was dying.
I mean, that's kind of real shit, bro. They allowed 14 points.
No, it was. I thought the question was just stupid. Like I thought it was just a stupid question. Their reactions kind of like caught me off guard. They were like, "What? Did he really just ask that?" Yeah,
they low-key threw their offense under the bus because they was like, I mean, we only allowed 14 points. That's a good game. But
I think at the end, like one of I forget which one. The Bills player that was on the far right was like, all right, I'm gonna remember that.
Yeah, so he was like, I remember that. It was mad funny because he's like, I come here every week. I answer your questions. I respect y'all.
It's about respect. It's about respect.
He was like, so I'm gonna remember that, and he just left. But,
so that just kind of adds more to the rivalry, I guess.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? They play again next week,
and it's more like the Pats Bills.
Sorry, not next week.
The Pats Bills rivalry is so much more interesting now because you got 2 young quarterbacks now. You don't have fucking 50-year-old Tom Brady playing against young ass quarterbacks.
It has a whole new dynamic, and it's crazy because at the beginning of the season we was like, Patriots destroyed the division for years. Now the Bills are about to.
Yeah, but now
here we are.
They said Bill had the quickest rebuilding
ever for
NFL
So let me ask you something: is he coach of the year?
Ah, man.
I say 100%.
If it's not him, who is it?
It will be LaFleur probably.
The Packers,
because they've had mad injuries and shit, and they still have an elite ass record.
Man,
I think it should be Bill.
Fuck the Packers, bro. I think it should be Bill.
It's gotta be. If they win the division, it definitely is. If they choke the division, maybe not. But nah. I mean, that shit was crazy last week. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen a team throw the ball 3 times, especially and then win. That's just weird, bro.
Shout out to the Patriots defense too. We didn't say anything about them.
Facts. Patriots defense handled their business. Fucking shout out Stephon Diggs, bro, because I needed 5.5 points from this man to essentially win make the playoffs. And it was the last drive, and he had about 4 points, bro.
I didn't know
thought it was
came
over
down to the
for
last drive.
And they threw it deep to him, back shoulder, like 30 yards.
Tiptoe.
He toe tapped, bro. I was like, let's go. First, I couldn't even celebrate. My dad's next to me. This man's jumping up and down because he needed me to win too to make the playoffs. I'm like, sit down. They haven't showed the replay yet. He might be out, but. Nah, he tapped. He's one of those guys. He tapped and.
Before the Monday night
playoffs,
game, I hit up Graham like, yo, how you feeling going into the game? And he's like, bro, if Diggs doesn't get me 5-6 points, bro, he's off my team next week.
Granted, that was before I knew what the weather was like. Once I knew what the weather was like, I was like, he's not gonna get it because they're not gonna throw it.
Yeah, that's true.
He came up clutch, bro.
I'm glad he got it for you.
Bless him. We to the playoffs now and. Yeah, bro. Hold on. What we talking about fantasy, bro? We haven't talked about our league for a minute. We talk about it a little bit every week.
We gotta give some
updates, bro. Because last week, obviously this week right here, this is the last week before the playoffs. Last week was second to last week before the playoffs, but going into last week, we had 2 people that had secured their spot in the playoffs, and pretty much everybody else was in 1 game of each other. So it was kind of crazy last week. We got 1, 2, 3. We got 3 guys at 6-7, 3 guys at 7-6, and 4 guys at 7-6, and 2 at 5-8. So I mean, coming into the last week, I've locked up my spot. Verse has locked up his spot. So
I got my spot.
So we happy, but I mean,
we got our tickets.
Yeah, there's some shit that's going on. It was really last week that was crazy. This week, I think most people have locked in their spot, but
yeah, no, it's gonna be a crazy playoffs in our league.
Can't wait, bro.
Everybody's team is literally like. Solid.
Honestly, everybody's team, the way I see it, is trash. And then there's two good teams, which is Burson and my brother Jordan.
Bro, Coop's team,
Coop's team is trash, bro.
Same, bro. Like there's just so many. There just could be so many surprises, bro. And that's what I love. That's what I love and hate about fantasy. I remember when I first got into fantasy, like in high school, you like brought me into the league and everything. You told me like, yo, first off, person projections mean nothing.
That was the first thing I
swear to God. I swear to God, like. Projections mean absolutely nothing. So like when I look at my projections, I'm like, I don't give a damn.
Projections will have you so hyped, but you'll be projected to win by 40. I mean, in my other league, bro.
Yeah.
You know how it shows a % chance to win? I swear to God, one time it told me I had 99% chance to win,
and
I lost, bro. And like
that's ridiculous.
Like I almost fucking quit, bro.
That's ridiculous.
I almost was done with this shit,
bro.
Should've
ruined your whole Sunday.
Exactly, but nah, bro. I can't wait for tomorrow. Let's talk about our next topic, bro. I want to talk about TJ Watt. You know, he's coming for the sack record. the sack record is 22.5. The GOAT, Michael Strahan.
Yeah.
TJ's at 16. So, I mean, the issue is he played Thursday night and he got hurt.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like.
So he didn't have any Thursday night. I put this on the list before Thursday night's game, obviously.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's still got 4 games left. That'll be 7 sacks in 4 games, which he obviously can do.
Let me look at the Steelers' schedule real quick.
We know they got Tennessee next week because they're playing against Foreman. After Tennessee, they gotta have some division games.
Kansas City,
Cleveland.
He might get a sack in Cleveland.
Yeah, he's gonna get at least 3 sacks in Cleveland.
And then Baltimore, he might get some in Baltimore too.
But then Lamar. Nah, he's getting the record, bro. He sacked Lamar 4 times last week or 3 times last week. Wow. But TJ's getting the record, bro. You heard it here first. Well, that's if his injury's not bad, obviously. Yeah. If he has to miss games, everything.
They took him out early in the game, so I don't think...
They said it was a groin injury. They said there's not really... Like, right now, they don't know how bad it is. It's not, like, terrible.
Yeah, I don't think he's the type to, like...
To miss games,
because
he's got, like, 10 days off before the next game. He should be straight.
Word.
And, I mean, I don't even know about Tennessee's O-line. He might be able to get some sacks against them. But, I mean, you know that's my boy. I love TJ Watt.
This should have been Chandler Jones we were talking about.
Bro, we literally about 3 or 4 weeks ago we talked about Myles Garrett.
Oh yeah,
possibly coming for the sack record.
Yeah, he's been quiet as hell.
Been quiet. I mean he has 14, so he would need to get 9.
Those boys are crazy.
Yeah,
boys going crazy. Wow,
that division, bro.
Yeah,
they got them edge rushers everywhere.
Elite D linemen.
Yeah. TJ, go get the record, bro. You're my guy. One of my favorites in the league.
He is, bro. He's always talking about you.
Let's talk about Russ Wilson. Because this is what they said, bro. This is what happened this week. Reports came up. They said Russ would waive his no-trade clause for the Giants, the Broncos, and the Saints. Now, of course, Russ says that's cap. Says he loves Seattle. But these reports mean something, bro. That's all I know. Nobody just randomly made up those 3 teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what out of those 3 teams, Giants, Broncos, Saints. Let's talk about Giants first. Obviously, that's my team. You got Saquon. Would you want Russ as their quarterback?
No. Because I'm not a Giants fan.
Yeah,
like
I don't want to.
I don't think. I feel like if Russ goes to the Giants, I'll become a Giants fan because I genuinely like Russ, and if Saquon's there, yeah.
I think you hated him last year when you had DK.
I did it, but it's like when you don't have those players on your team anymore,
you look at them differently.
Yeah, you look at them differently. I mean, he's not playing too crazy this year, but in years prior, like I've always thought Russ was like definitely a top 3, top 5 quarterback. But I kind of want to see him in Denver, bro.
In Denver.
I mean,
they got receivers there.
Sutton, I want to see him in Denver, and they got backs too. They got Melvin and Williams. So
Javonte, they're great.
Bro, that guy's
going crazy last week, bro.
He's gonna win the chip
for Jordan,
for he whose name I won't say, but you've already said.
Nah, he's not, bro. Melvin's back, bro. It's not. He's still gonna get him like 15 points and maybe more, but nah, Jordan's on some crazy shit this week. He's got Chubb on the bench.
Is he
for Javonte? I swear to God. But
He's just interesting.
But nah, going back to Russell Wilson.
I want to see him in Denver. Him, Judy, Sutton.
That would be interesting because that's kind of where Peyton went when he got a little old.
Mm-hmm. And then he got his ring.
They like these old types. But as a Giants fan, bro, I'll just say don't come to New York. I don't want you in New York.
All right.
I don't like Russell Wilson like that.
Bro, he be throwing 60-yard dots.
He definitely does. He's elite. But you know what he is? He's elite in the first 8 games of the season. Last year, every year he's an MVP candidate early season. And come the end of the season, trash. I don't need somebody who's throwing more interceptions. Like, you know what I mean? He threw 13 interceptions last year. This year, he hasn't thrown a lot of interceptions, but I think he's turnover proof.
I don't know.
Not turnover proof, turnover prone. That's the word.
I got you.
But, I mean, Russell Wilson's elite, but I don't think New York would be a good fit. You're going to come in. The issues still suck. The O-line still sucks. Like, he's going to get fucking touched and hit so many times a game.
Giants.
I don't want a vet. I want a rook. Like, I want somebody to be excited about, bro. That's what I want. But
come in and change the whole culture.
What about the Saints? That would be an interesting spot. He's got Alvin. He's got receivers, kind of. Not really.
I was gonna ask you who is he?
I still Michael Thomas is still there. So
I hate Michael
ideally
Thomas
he'll be back next year.
He's not doing nothing though.
They got Marquez Callaway, who's a rookie this year. Hopefully next year he'll take another step.
He's decent.
He's decent. They don't have crazy receivers, but it's an interesting spot because Breeze was there. They're in the division with Brady.
Yeah,
like that would be kind of cool. Russ versus Brady twice a year
on different teams.
Brady would literally shit on him.
Yeah,
but. I don't know, bro. Do you think he'll be traded in the offseason, or you think he's going to stay put?
I think, honestly, bro, I feel like if Russ said that it's cap and like he's not planning on leaving, I think he'll stay.
You believe it?
Yeah, I believe it. I don't think Russ is the type to like
lie like that.
Lie to the media.
Yeah, he's been in these trade talks for a couple of years now, and nothing's come of him. So yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to see.
I think Pete Carroll might be gone though.
He should be, bro.
I don't know, but him and Russ have a good relationship. So
that's true. Yeah, if he's gone, Russ might want to go then.
Yeah, so it's an interesting situation.
It is something that we're gonna have to follow in the off season.
Them boys went from being like one of the best teams in the league, LOB,
literally
winning the Super Bowl,
to one of the worst defenses we've ever seen.
And then now.
I mean, Russell Wilson only has one 300-yard game this year. That's kind of crazy.
That is pathetic.
I mean, it's not even necessarily his fault, but that's kind of crazy.
Damn.
I mean, he has 3 games under 200 yards.
Damn.
Like, he's been slacking, bro. Against the Packers, he had 161 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a 39.7 PBR from injury, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, see, there's been that gap because he fucked up his hand or his finger.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're going to have to follow Russell Wilson in the offseason, see what the hell's going on. Let's wrap up NFL how we always do. Fantasy players of the week. I got a shocking quarterback development.
I just took a look at your screen, bro, and I can't believe you put that up there. Go ahead, bro.
A guy I was talking about last week. A guy was kind of trashing last week.
Yeah.
A guy that I really don't think is a good football player. Well, let me take that back. A guy that I don't think is a good quarterback.
Yeah, there you go.
But he'll be the quarterback of the week. Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
And my reasoning is because he plays against the Jets. It's because the Saints aren't good enough for it to be a blowout. Like, I'm not saying it'll be a close game, but it's going to be within, 10, realistically.
Yep.
So that's reason number 2. Reason number 3, the man's going to run for, at least 80 yards.
Yeah.
If he runs for 100 yards, that's the bonus in standard leagues, plus 3 points. And he's going to throw the ball. I mean...
Yeah, I don't see the Jets really stopping.
You know what I mean? These dual-threat quarterbacks, they be the type that go crazy. He threw 4 interceptions last week and had 28 fantasy points. So, I mean... Bro... You heard me.
I saw that too, and I was thinking,
that shit's actually crazy. 4 interceptions, 28 fantasy points. So.
Did he throw a touchdown?
Yeah, he had 2, and I think he had to. There's no other way to get 27 points. He threw for 2.
All right.
But Kamara's back this week, which could either hurt him or help him. I think he'll have a lot more dump offs to Kamara. Yeah, so that'll help his pass. He might have a couple less rushing yards, but
might have a couple. Yeah,
I don't know. When they're at the 2-yard line, Kamara's not a power back. Taysom Hill's the type that's gonna run the shit in if they get to the goal line.
Easy.
So I got Taysom Hill quarterback of the week, bro. What about you?
I got your quarterback.
Come on, bro. Don't be speaking about my quarterback.
Sorry, bro. I got
the one who's been sucking, bro.
The one who owns Cleveland.
Well, we thought he did until 2 weeks ago. He had 11 points against them and 4 interceptions.
Bro. He's not doing that again, bro.
Bro, I'm knocking on wood, bro.
I'm doing it for you too. He's not doing it again.
He better go crazy.
I'm just looking at the quarterback matchups this week.
I mean, yeah. He
wait a second.
He should ball, but
hold on.
You about to change it?
Yeah, I think I am about to change
to Herbie.
Whoa, or Aaron.
But the thing with Herbie is Herbie's receivers are out. Yeah, Aaron might ball.
I think it might be Aaron, actually, now I think about it.
He does own Chicago.
Yeah, what he was saying to them.
Is it in Chicago or home? It's home.
Yeah, it's home. It's home. I think Aaron Rodgers was crazy.
Yeah? I mean, I see it. I definitely see it.
I think him and Devontae have a game.
Burson says Aaron, not Lamar. Yeah. So my player can't be jinxed.
Lamar, so the jinx is removed.
The jinx is removed.
Is that a jinx in itself?
I think it is, bro. Lamar hasn't gotten over 30 since week 9. I mean, over 20 since week 9. And we're in week 14.
Damn, bro, it's becoming a
an
time
epidemic.
where you have to start thinking about.
Nah, that's what my dad was saying, bro. He's like, "Can you even play him?" I'm like, "Come on, we're talking about Lamar. Of course, I'm gonna play him." But nah, bro. Let's talk about running back.
Yep.
Who you got?
At running back,
I'm going with Jordan's boy.
I was just Eckler.
Home against the Giants. Giants are 26 against the run. Yeah. No Keenan. That means more touches for Eckler.
Touches for him. More dump offs. Mm-hmm. I say maybe 10 receptions for
exactly. That's the kind of game he's going for against the Giants, because the Giants are the type that'll just give him all the they'll let him take the dump offs.
Giants are the worst team in the NFL.
Exactly. So when we're choosing fantasy players of the week, I always look against who the Giants are playing, bro. Who can I utilize?
So this is his team too, bro. This is crazy.
Sorry,
this is
bro.
crazy. But
we'll be good again maybe one day.
But yeah, now that you bring up Eckler, yeah, if
I mean, there's some other great matchups.
Yeah, if not, maybe Kamara has a game too.
Yeah,
honestly,
and obviously we had 2 stars play Thursday night running backs with Najee and Cook. So
yeah, if we recorded this earlier, I probably would have said Cook or something.
Definitely,
to be honest.
Honestly, but yeah, bro, like I told y'all a couple times, I don't sleep on my boy Deontay Foreman.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna keep an eye on him.
He's going against Jacksonville. I'm gonna tell you right now on this podcast, bro. I expect 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Okay.
And 20 plus touches.
I could see it.
And if he doesn't get that for me, man, then I'm a clown. But so is he.
You're not lying.
Yeah,
against
bro.
the Jags. But yeah.
Wide receiver. I got Devontae Adams. Like you said, Rodgers owns the Bears. What's that mean? It means Devontae owns the Bears. It's just that simple. They're coming off a bye. Devontae's had some elite games this year, but he hasn't been, every game he hasn't been going crazy. He's kind of had, not quiet games, but, 7 receptions for 78 yards, not he has that 200-yard game. And, yeah, I don't know. I think he's going to go crazy.
Okay.
He has back-to-back 100-yard games.
Yeah, when you say something like that, I can't argue against it.
But the touchdowns have been down this year with Devontae. That's the thing. 5 touchdowns.
He hasn't been scoring.
5 touchdowns in 11 games, but he's getting 2 Sunday night.
But I want to say Tyreek Hill. He had a bad game last week. I think he's the type to bounce back 100%. He had 2 receptions, 22 yards last week. That's not those aren't Tyreek Hill stats.
Bro. Last
time we played the Raiders, he had 2 touchdowns. Yeah. Almost 100 yards. He had 10 targets, so I think he's going crazy.
Yeah, that was the last good game Mahomes has had against Vegas. I mean, Mahomes got to do something, bro. That's what it comes down to with Tyreek.
He wins games though. Mahomes is turning.
I know. He's
turning
into a player I hate, bro. A game manager, bro.
He's turning into one of those quarterbacks.
I mean, let's talk about it, bro. Last week they were playing Sunday night against Denver, a division game. They were winning by, I don't know the number, maybe 10, something like that. Denver punts to them. They get the ball. There's 57 seconds left in the half or something. They have 3 timeouts, bro. And they kneel the ball. They would never do that before.
That's some Bill Belichick shit.
The Chiefs would literally never do that before. So they're turning into it. Everything that I loved about the Chiefs, they're not doing anymore. The high power offense and shit.
They definitely mid-season had a team meeting, or it's
Where it's like, all right,
we gotta change some things up.
We just need to win the games.
We just need to win games, and then maybe come playoff time, we'll get back to our
and I mean that's what they've been doing. Yeah, we can't say shit about it because they've won 5 in a row, I believe. Right. But fantasy wise, it's just like, come on, man. I drafted Mahomes first round, and he's not even doing shit for me, bro.
People are like, how are you guys sitting on Mahomes right now? Because we're just viewing things from a fantasy standpoint.
Literally, bro. Because for the last 3 years, he's been the best ever, and then when I finally have him on my team, he's been mediocre. That's why I hate him.
Yeah, we look through everything through
a fantasy lens.
Fantasy lens, so
you have to
forgive us for that.
But wide receiver, you said Tyreek.
Yeah,
I got Devontae. Let's talk about tight ends. I mean, after Kittle went crazy last week, I don't think I could say anybody but Kittle. Playing against Cincinnati, who's not the best defense in the world over in Cincinnati. And last week, Kittle had 9 receptions, 181 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And I swear to God, bro, in my other league, I picked him up in the waivers. Somebody dropped him. The winner of the league gets $1,000. And I went to the waivers, bro. I'm scrolling through the positions. I click tight end. I see G Kittle, bro.
After the game?
No, he dropped it. It's about 4 weeks ago.
Oh.
It was because Kittle had been hurt for 1, 2, 3. Kittle was out 4 games, and I guess he was fed up, so we dropped him.
So you and Jordan both picked him up off wires.
Nah, Jordan traded.
Separate leagues. We traded for him. Oh, okay.
But I mean, Jordan traded Robert Woods for him, so he's hurt. So he may as well have got him off the waivers.
Bro, that's a come up. What? Yeah, Kittle's
amazing trade for Jordan.
We're all watching him last Sunday when he scored that touchdown where he tiptoed on the sideline and took it all the way.
He's just so fast.
And he has incredible balance. Like he's big as hell. Yeah, he's a star. He's a star.
So that's my tight end for the week.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna say my boy Kelsey.
Yeah, don't sleep on Gronk either.
Or Gronk, but he's playing
against Buffalo
Bills.
He's made a living off them, bro.
He has.
Him and Brady, it's kind of going. It's gonna be like a revenge game, kind of.
And that's my boy, bro.
And he's been going crazy lately.
That's my boy. I'm gonna say Gronk, bro. Gronk.
Bro, you told me to put him on the list. I forgot because my notes section wasn't working. So we're
gonna talk about him right now, bro. Gronk is low key back. They're saying he's back. He's saying like he feels as healthy as he's ever been. He was on SportsCenter, I think last week. They were talking about the tight end touchdown record, I think, or something like that. He said, I'm definitely going for that. So
do you know how many more he needs?
I don't.
Probably just it can't be too much. I mean, he's been doing this shit.
It can't be too much.
But yeah, so here's his fantasy stats since he came back. Well, you looked that up. Yeah. He came back week 11 against the Giants. He put up 10 points. Week 12 against the Colts, he put up 19. And then last week against Atlanta, he put up 20. So, I mean, he's been going fucking crazy. 8 targets every game, 8 or 9. And, I mean, even the first 2 games of the season, he had 25 and then 18. So, when he plays, he's going crazy. Like you said, he's unstoppable.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's valid to say he could be the tight end of the week. With Buffalo, been doing this against Buffalo for years.
He needs 24 more.
24 more
to
touchdowns?
Tie 25 to get the record.
He's not getting
Antonio
that,
Antonio Gates is the record at 116.
I don't think he's getting that,
and now Gronk has 92.
There's no way he's getting that. That's going to be like 3 more seasons.
He's playing 3 more seasons.
Is he?
100%. He might. It's probably not the best thing for his mental.
I mean, he's only 32, but his body's just fucked up. You know what's crazy? He's the same age as Kelsey. But I would think Kelsey's so much younger.
Right?
Just the way they play and move.
I knew Gronk was like a little baby. I think back when he was on the Patriots, I looked up how old he was.
Gronk's a young boy. The record could be in reach.
I think it is. I think next year, bro.
The thing is, it depends how much Gronk's not playing without Brady. So for Gronk to play 3 more years, Brady got to play 3 more years. You feel me?
How many more years do you think Brady has?
I think if Brady wins this year, he'll probably retire, bro. Brady's gonna retire soon. He said he could play till he's 55, but he's not going to. Like, eventually you're gonna go focus on your family, bro. You know what I mean?
Like, fuck the family.
You're not gonna
chasing these rings.
You're not gonna keep playing, bro. He's gonna win a ring either this year, next year, or the following year, and he'll retire.
And Gronk will have the record by then.
He might.
So,
but he only had like 5 touchdowns this year.
Gronk. All right, what day is it? It's December what?
It's December 11th,
2021. Yeah. All right, bro. When we're doing our
podcast, December 11th, 2023.
Yep, or 2024.
That's his.
We'll see. Gronk has a record by now. All of our loyal fans, bro. You guys will remember this day.
Yeah, I remember this day, December 11th, 2021, where the greatest prediction was made. But I mean, I think that wraps up NFL topics. Unless you got anything else. Per usual. Just pray our players ball, man. Last week of the regular season, fantasy-wise.
Pray to go crazy. Pray there are no injuries.
Yes, bro. I mean, let's talk about injuries. That have played. Because when I look at my team, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
All I have I have 1, 2, 3, 4... I have 6 running backs with a injury destination next to their name.
That shit's ridiculous. Questionable.
That shit's tough, bro. Or questionable out or IR.
IR.
But it's all right, bro. You know, we just play with a smile on our face anyway, bro. I'm just excited to see Deontay Foreman, bro. I keep bringing the name.
He's your favorite running back now.
Bro, because he had to bye last week. I'm going to tell you why. Because 2 weeks ago, I picked this man up in the waivers. He had 19 carries, 109 yards. And he was just inspiring me, bro. But then he had a bye, so, you know, I kind of... And the crazy thing is I have his other running back. It's him and it's Dontrell Hillard. Yeah. And last time they played, Hillard had 12 for 131 in the touchdown. They both had 100 yards, bro.
Damn, bro.
My two-headed beast, bro.
Yeah, you got two.
I'm about to play both of them, bro.
Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy.
So that's why I'm excited to see them.
It's because Derek's motivating.
Facts. I swear to God, bro.
Derek's like, yo.
I mean, Foreman got the hair coming out. Foreman's giant. He literally looks just like Derek, bro. Yeah. He's wearing number 7, I believe, or just some crazy running back number. But nah, bro.
Just like Lenny.
Yep, just like Lenny. Let's move on to NBA, bro.
Bet.
We're gonna start off like we promised with the Lakers, who had a pathetic.
We're fucking pathetic.
We have pathetic loss.
We have no heart.
Thursday night to the Grizzlies.
We have no self-respect. Anthony Davis, bro. Hold on, bro. I gotta say something to AD. Anthony Davis, bro. You can't be post-game giving all these inspirational speeches about how, you know, we gotta do better or whatnot, trying to be a leader, and then next game be out with knee soreness, bro. Yeah. I can't take you seriously when you do shit like that. And honestly, AD, I'm starting to resent you.
Bro, did you have a chance to watch the game last night?
Absolutely.
Because I'm gonna tell you what I witnessed. You were fed up.
I was asleep, and I was like,
this is what I witnessed with AD last night.
We better have
this shit kind of had me heated. Well, yeah. So Thursday night they lost to the Grizz. The Grizz didn't play Ja, Brooks, or Clark. So, I mean...
We lost to Jaren Jackson.
I mean, I texted Burson before that game, and I said, all these people are out. A loss would be catastrophic. Those are the exact words I said. And they proceeded to lose by 13. But so then last night, they bounced back. They smoked OKC. But so I'm watching the game, right? And like you said, AD didn't play. And they keep showing him. This man's sitting on the sideline, the last seat on the bench, big-ass puffy hoodie on with his hood on, just like...
Are you serious?
Like he didn't look connected to the team, bro. Like they're getting hyped. They make a run. The other team calls a timeout. You know, like the bench players run out there to dap up the people on the court. AD's still sitting in his chair.
Bro, things
like when LeBron's out, LeBron's on the side coaching. When Russ is out, Russ hasn't been out, but if he is, he'll be on the side coaching. Bro. AD's I just feel a disconnect, bro, between him and like the team. Like I don't think he gives a fuck.
It's been like that, bro. It's been like that. Believe me. I've been like his whole like demeanor and everything, bro. Like maybe there's something going on at home, bro. Cause there's no reason. Like it doesn't make sense. It's like he won a ring and it's like
it was like got mine. And the crazy thing is,
Kobe would have you kicked off the fucking team.
And all these people are like all these media people are calling him out. And I feel like that might be making it worse.
I don't give a damn.
Weak as hell. He's going towards like I feel like he's edging towards that Ben Simmons shit, bro. He's just gonna be out for months.
Yo, AD.
Imagine.
AD, bro, you gotta toughen up, bro. All right, you gotta toughen up. I think Shaq and Charles Barkley were saying it. Like you don't
have to. You're supposed to be top 5 in the league.
You don't play like a top 5 power forward, bro. You don't act like
just
it.
Play weak as
like
fuck.
you play weak, no heart.
All he does is mid-range shots. He's not been shooting the 3 like he used to. First of all, I keep seeing him turn down wide open threes, and he also doesn't drive. He just gets in the post and does his little fadeaways, and sometimes he makes them and he's going crazy, and other times he's missing them. Yeah, it's just like
it's actually it's annoying as hell just because everybody knows how dominant he can be. Facts. Or should be. So it's like, why aren't you doing that?
Yeah, let's talk about some of these stats you texted me. I think it was yesterday. It was talking about them on offense, some of their speed, bro. So first of all, they spend 68% of the time walking on offense.
That is ridiculous, bro. You're in the NBA.
Run a fucking motion offense. You don't
do that in high school, bro.
Like what I'll say is, if you're walking, like that's not necessarily the worst thing on offense because it could be spacing. Like you got 5 out in the corner, so they're just standing there. But at the same time, like, there needs to be cuts, off-ball screens, some type of motion. Like,
remember you were telling me, like, Braun was dribbling ball for 60
that was
seconds.
the worst thing I ever saw. It was last night. So last night they was up like 25, and it was the second quarter, and the Grizz started coming back. Like, the Lakers had the worst 3 minutes I've ever seen.
2 nights ago.
I'm talking last night, bro. They was up 25.
They had against the. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
My fault, not against the Grizz, against OKC last night. They was up 25, and they just played a horrible 3 minutes where it got cut to like 14 or 15. Obviously, they ended up winning, but
where they just look like they don't know anything
on offense. LeBron dribbles up, he's just dribbling there, bro. Some guy's setting a screen, but he's like setting a half-ass screen, and LeBron's just standing there. I don't know what the fuck he's waiting for. He's just standing there. Then he goes in. Like, I don't know, bro. Their offense is literally so bad. And
it's almost as if Frank Vogel has no control of the team, bro, sometimes. I swear.
Then the other stats, bro, it says that their average speed is 4.2 miles per hour, which is the slowest in the league.
That's so fucking
And that they run 9.3 miles per game, which is the second fewest. And my whole thing is, think about those numbers, and then think about when you watch. You always see, like, Russ is always running around. So, and they still are the worst. So take Russ out of it. Think about how bad they would be. Because obviously Russ ain't running 4 miles per hour.
We would be...
It's like, how can your numbers be this bad, pace-wise, when you have LeBron and Russ? Two of the, like, fast break guys. Two of the fastest guys in the league.
I promise you, it's AD holding the average now.
It's AD and fucking Melo. I see Melo walking. I mean, even it's Russ and LeBron be walking, too. They be so lazy. I mean, I watched the possession last night where LeBron... Their defensive theory is we're just going to let these people shoot and hope they miss. I swear to God. They'll literally... Braun will be looking at a shooter wide open at 3. And instead of closing out, he'll just walk away to the basket. And Russ does it too. They all do it.
Braun's been doing that for some years now.
I know, but it's just terrible now, bro.
It's unacceptable.
Especially against
it's not winning. It's not winning basketball, and it's not going to win us a championship. So we got to turn that shit around. Because I can't be watching this come playoff time.
And the other thing is...
Because I'm crazy. I'll really lose my mind.
The other end of it is... Say they beat the Grizz, which they obviously should have. If they beat the Grizz, we're having a whole different conversation right now.
A whole different one.
Because they would have 3 straight wins.
Where
they would have had like
been happy.
Yeah, like before the Grizz game, we had been happy with how they had been performing. Yeah, Russ had been balling. Yeah. They had been playing.
Braun's been
balling. I mean, Braun's ridiculous.
Braun's balling every night.
Last night, Braun was going crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Lakers. This week was the first time I was concerned. I'm gonna say that. Okay, the first time I was concerned, bro. You know, I have been patient. I've been patient.
You have.
I mean, last night, bro. As far as Russ goes, he needs to be way more aggressive. Before the Grizzlies game, he had been scored 20+ mad straight games.
Yep.
The Grizzlies game, I just kept seeing him drive. He has a wide open layup. Instead, he kicks it.
Oh.
He doesn't even put it up. Last night, he only took 8 shots. With AD out, why is Russ taking 8 shots? They won, but once again, he has wide open layups and he's kicking it out. So, Russ, bro, I need you to just fucking dunk that shit like you did against the Celtics.
Attack.
Because the third quarter against the Celtics, he took over.
They're not going to want to stop 15. You if you keep on attacking.
Exactly.
Or they're just going to foul you.
Exactly.
So, do your thing, Russ.
But,
stick to your thing.
Yeah, that's the Lakers, bro. That's our little rant on the Lakers. I'm sure we'll be ranting about them again next week.
For sure.
Let's talk about COVID. Because right now, there's so many players.
So many players, bro.
Yeah, we got DeRozan out. We got LaMelo out. We got Rozier. I think he's hurt, but he still has. And he had the booster, too, which is crazy.
That is wild.
Brooks is out with it. Pacers head coach is out with it. Raptors president is out. Crazy thing is 97% of the league is vaccinated, but they've already had 34 cases of positive tests this year.
That's very interesting.
So
I
it's
wonder
like,
why that is.
Vucevic and Embiid had it, like... It's crazy. That's the thing. What are the players doing, bro? They're out clubbing. They're just living a normal life.
They are out. They got the vaccine, and then it's just like fuck it, back to normal. But COVID's still catching.
Yeah, they ain't like that, especially with the new variant. But so there hasn't been any postponed games this year yet. Last year there was 31 postponed games. Do you think that's something we could start to see as winter comes on? COVID's gonna get worse because everybody's gonna be inside more and shit.
Yeah. I honestly haven't even thought about that.
Yeah, literally, there hasn't been any
crazy.
Nobody's talked about it this year, but last year, I mean, you remember it was something like last year for daily fantasy and shit. I'd do a DraftKings lineup, and then I'd check 10 minutes later, the game would be canceled, and I'd have players who aren't even playing.
I think you mentioned like 34 cases already this year, right?
Yeah, and that's just for fully vaccinated players.
Yeah, so I think if that goes up, I think it's gonna be a talking point that Adam Silver is gonna have to.
I mean, the Hornets right now, they barely have a team. Like I think they have like 7 players they can play. So it's like,
in situations like that, what even happens?
They would have to. It would either be if they don't have enough to play, they have to forfeit, or the league would, or the league would reschedule it. But if the league,
because it is kind of on the team, you know what I'm saying? Because
it is. I mean, you gotta be responsible.
Yeah.
Obviously, sometimes you're gonna there are people who have been as safe as possible and they still get corona, but. I mean, there's other people who the safer you are, the less chance you're gonna get it. You know, if I'm making millions and I'm a basketball player, I'm not getting corona, bro. I'm gonna be in my big ass mansion with my basketball court in my house, with my video games, with everything I need. You know, my private chef. Like, I don't know. I don't really understand why there's so many athletes getting it, especially fully vaxxed. To me, that just means they're out partying, being irresponsible and shit. But I mean, all it takes is one person too. Like. Say some scrub on Charlotte was out partying, he gets corona, and then they're practicing with everybody else, then everybody else gets it.
That's the thing, bro.
That's why you can't just think about yourself, bro.
Yeah, but exactly. At the same time.
You gotta think about everybody else that you'd be around on a daily and weekly basis, because that's just gonna affect them. You get corona, we come record the podcast, I'm gonna have corona, you know?
Yeah, it's all about responsibility. You gotta be way more responsible.
Yeah.
Way more smarter too.
And I feel like
most of these players have like families too. So.
Yeah. I mean, people in the NFL have been getting COVID, but I feel like it hasn't been like the NBA. Like I feel like I can't think of like a star who's missed time this year with COVID in the NFL. Yeah. Unless I'm blanking, maybe there's somebody, but like Lamar's missed games with non-COVID related illnesses.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I really don't. I mean,
there's definitely been some people who are out with COVID in NFL. I know for sure, but I feel like not as much as the NBA. I mean, the NBA has been hit terrible by it right now, and I mean, like I said, it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I hope we don't see any Christmas games fucked up, like cancellations or stars out. You know what I mean?
Hope not, or like playoffs even.
Yeah, like, definitely playoffs. That'd be terrible.
Yeah, man. Keep yourself safe.
Yeah, keep yourself safe and all of that.
Smart.
Let's talk about Steph. He has 3-point record coming.
You think he breaks it?
I'm gonna tell you the numbers. I mean, he's definitely gonna break it
tonight.
The question is, he might, bro. So Ray Allen has 2,973. Steph has 2,964. So 10 more threes will do it. Obviously, he can hit 10 in the game, and I think he'll do it tonight because Steph's the type to like, no, I need 10 threes, say less. I'm coming out and I'm hitting 10 threes in the second quarter.
I said that last game. I thought he was going to hit like
16,
17
last 16.
Game. I thought he was going to. I thought he was the type.
Exactly. So, I mean, I think he'll definitely do it tonight. If not tonight, then Monday.
Yeah. He'll have it by the end of
the craziest shit is Ray Allen did it in 1,300 games.
He did it in half as many.
Steph has played 786, bro.
That stat alone is probably...
That's a Hall of Fame.
It's probably
stat,
like
bro.
the best thing I've ever said about Steph, bro. Probably the most respectable thing about Steph.
I mean,
that's ridiculous, bro.
I like how I'd be telling you, bro. That's the only respectable thing I could say about Steph.
Half as many games, bro. That's ridiculous.
He's an amazing shooter. I was actually arguing with
coming up I think he's had 2 games back to back where he's like taking a step inside the half court and
just pulled
with 3.
I saw when it was a crazy angle of the fans recording it. You saw that video?
I saw that.
That shit was tough. But I was arguing with this guy on Facebook yesterday, bro.
Yep.
Because he's trying to tell me that Steph's gonna finish number 1 all time in scoring. And I'm like, there's literally 0% chance.
It's not possible.
He told me, he's like, what do you mean? He said, what do you mean? Bro, he was trying to clown me, bro. He's calling me an idiot and shit, bro. This guy's like, say Steph plays 7 more years. Oh, you're telling me he can't get 18,000 points in 7 years? So, you know me, I did the math on my phone. For him to get 18,000 points in 7 years, he would need to average 31.5 a game, which he's done once in his career. He's not even doing this year, even though he's going crazy.
Yeah, he's not doing
So, I kind of just told this guy he's an idiot to do basic math.
In terms of points, I think Braun might break the all-time scoring
definitely.
record.
That's a lock. Braun's not retiring until he does.
Right. So... Yeah, that guy you are.
That's not even a question.
Was it on Facebook?
Of course.
Yeah, that's where all the idiots are. So I'm not surprised at all to hear that. But yeah, Steph's
gonna break that record.
Yeah, he'll definitely have the record.
I mean, next time we're doing a podcast, he'll have the record. So shout out Steph. You know, you're not my favorite, but I recognize greatness when I see it. Shout out Steph. Yeah. Let's talk about Ben Simmons. Kind of like we did with Russ. Trade talks are picking up.
I don't give a damn about this man.
I mean, yeah, we hate the guy on this podcast.
And I just gotta
yeah, do your thing.
I just gotta let people know that before I even speak about it.
Do your thing, bro.
I was just gonna say, I think only trade rumors I've been hearing about him was the whole Damian Lillard thing, when people were saying Damian Lillard said he wants to play with Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
But Dame said that was BS. I
Did
think the Portland Trailblazers GM came out too. I got a notification, I think, last night. He kind of shut down all those rumors.
I mean, I'm going to put it this way, though. That rumor came out before CJ McCollum's collapsed lung. So look at it this way.
I saw that too.
McCollum was going to be a part of the trade. Now he's out. So obviously the Sixers aren't going to do the trade. So maybe that's why the Blazers are backtracking.
They made it clear to Philly.
I mean, they're not trading Dame.
Philly.
They're not moving Dame.
I don't think Ben Simmons and Dame would ever play together.
Say less. So let me tell you the other teams that they've been linked with.
Yeah.
We got the Celtics, the Kings, the Timberwolves, and the Thunder, and obviously the Blazers. What you think of any of those teams? You think it could be a good fit? Celtics, Kings, Timberwolves, Thunder. I mean, the Thunder will the Kings, Timberwolves, and the Thunder are too irrelevant for us to even he's not that would be irrelevant for him to go there. What about the Celtics? That's an interesting destination because they kind of need that.
The Celtics might have to give up a Jaylen Brown type.
That's the thing. And if they have to do that, they're idiots.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I don't know, bro.
But I don't know where this man would fit in.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Celtics. If he could go to the Celtics without them losing stars, I think it could be a good fit because I mean they need that point guard passing presence. They don't need scorers.
They don't.
But I mean, I've said before, Simmons is not getting a ring ever. He's not a championship player.
He's not a championship player.
Whoever trades for him is an idiot, in my opinion.
Simmons will win a ring 7 years down the line.
Yeah, he's the type to win one.
He'll be on the bench though.
Exactly, like an eighth man off the bench. But so on Wednesday, 84% of the players in the league are eligible to be traded. Damn. Right now, only 65% are, because if you sign in the off season, you gotta do the 90-day restriction and shit. So I mean, come Wednesday, more players will be eligible to be traded. So we may see talks pick up then, because right now, I mean, you can't trade somebody you just signed, so that might be what's been stalled. But I mean, would you even trade for somebody who hasn't even been at the facility?
I was gonna say
he's not even playing. So
no, bro. I the way Ben Simmons is, bro, I just wouldn't want him on my team. Those those videos of him at practice, bro, and him that shit really just kind of lets you know the type of guy he is.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. That's just a shitty person. You don't want someone like that on your team, especially when you have the 12, 11, 10th men trying to bust their ass just to try to.
You have fucking horsing around.
And you have this guy who knows that he's a starter potential type player, but doesn't give a shit. That's disrespectful to the people who are actually grinding.
It is.
So you can't unless he changes that. You don't want someone like that on your team.
Agreed.
I think it's gonna fuck up team chemistry and everything.
Agreed. All right, enough of that scrub.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something we haven't talked about, bro. A high school basketball player, bro. Hansel Enmanuel.
The greatest in the land, bro.
The man with one arm, bro.
One arm, bro, and
catching bodies,
and he's doing
shooting threes, catching ankles, snatching ankles.
He does everything. He does everything at an elite level with one arm, and it's
crazy, bro.
It's ridiculous.
You think he could I mean, he has one offer right now, one D1 offer from Tennessee State University.
Honestly, man, I think he has to have more because I haven't seen anybody guard him
ever.
Once.
That's the thing. I mean, I'm sure he's playing against elite comp.
Yeah.
I looked at his stats, bro. Last year, he averaged 26 points a game, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, with one arm,
bro.
With one arm, bro.
Yo, you guys just see my face right now. I'm perplexed.
I mean, he's ridiculous, bro.
It sucks that disability is kind of the only thing people see.
It's gonna impair him, and it's gonna fuck. I mean, let's be real. If he had 2 arms, he'd be one of the best players I've ever seen.
Yeah,
straight up.
Yeah, 100%.
He's literally probably the most athletic basketball player I've ever seen. He's up there with Zion.
From every school in the country, 100%.
Could go wherever he wanted. So I mean, it's sad, but
it honestly pisses me off.
He's still making the most of it, bro. That's the thing that you love to see.
That's what makes me love him. He's doing his thing. You can't tell that kid that he can't do something.
You can't
at all.
It's crazy. I mean, this man be fucking shooting, bro, with one arm.
Over three people bro.
After doing a tweet, how are you going between your legs with one arm, breaking an ankle, and then shooting a three over three people, and then you're lying on the ground doing sit-ups, bro.
What?
If you don't know the video I'm talking about, just go on Twitter and type up Hansel Enmanuel, because I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw some shit this week.
Hansel, man, shout out to you. You really are an inspiration. To
really are, bro.
A lot of young basketball players, like kids with disabilities, like you're inspiring a lot of people. Literally. And I wish you the best. I'm gonna be rooting for you for the rest of my life.
Real shit. And I pray you get some more offers, and
hopefully, maybe, bro.
I hope you get a chance.
Times change, and maybe we'll see you in the league one day. We'll
that would be the greatest thing ever.
Anything, bro.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible, for real.
All right, let's wrap it up with the thing we asked on Instagram.
Yep.
If you're starting an NBA franchise today, sorry, we're joined here by Odell the cat, making his presence known.
Meowing, trying to say what's up to the people.
If you were starting an NBA franchise today, and you could take any current player in the NBA to build around, who would you take?
Bro, it has to be Giannis. I think his career or his stats right now are like 27, 11, and something.
I mean, his resume at 25, 26 years old is stunning. And if you would ask me this question last year, I would have told you Luka or Zion.
Yeah, I was thinking Luka too, but then I was like, how could it not be Giannis?
My thing with Luka is I need to see him. I love Luka. You know I love Luka. Me and Luka, we were born on the same day.
Yep.
You know, me and Luka, we got a connection, bro. I promise you, when I play the court, when I'm on the court, I play just like Luka.
Bro, what could your name have been too if they didn't name you Grant?
Bro, they was gonna name me Luka. I swear to God.
Crazy, yo. But, that is crazy.
But yeah, I need Luka. to take that next step, which would be winning more. Like, I need his team to be dominant. You know, obviously his
team was a couple years ago too. Like,
they'll always be in the playoffs, but like, I need them to be like a top. Like, I need them to be like the fucking Suns are. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see them be dominant before I can say I'm gonna take him over Giannis.
They have that potential too. They got a couple ballers.
They do. I mean, right now they're the 7th seed. They're 12-13. Like, Luka was hurt a little bit, but that's the shit I'm talking about. I need you winning, bro.
Do you think Luka needs to lose some weight?
Nah, because Luka doesn't rely on his athleticism. To be honest,
true.
Luka more relies on like his body, which is his IQ and his body and his skill, and his body being big is ideal for him because I don't know, it's the way he plays. You know, I mean, if he turns into fucking like a fat Zion, then obviously he needs to lose weight. But Zion lost weight.
Yo.
Possibly. We don't know if the pictures.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly Zion is back to being slim and he's ready to go.
Yo, the Pelicans need to start posting pictures.
If it's the truth, bro, and he's back to being slim, I can't wait to watch him play because last year, I mean, I was so inspired every night.
Facts. But yeah, I say Giannis.
Yeah,
for that question.
I agree with Giannis.
He does everything.
I mean, yeah, after winning last year, I can't take anybody else. If he didn't have a ring, maybe I'd take someone else, but. Yeah. He won a ring, bro, and
you know that he can definitely get you there, and he'll do everything you ask him.
I think everybody who responded on Instagram, they said either Giannis or Luka, which makes
smart
sense.
Answers.
I mean, you could go with you could go with a LeBron or a KD or a Steph, but they're older.
Yeah.
If you're building a franchise, you want that 25, 26-year-old legend, and that's what Yanni is.
Yep, exactly. You want a star.
Yanni's the guy, bro.
Great topics this week, bro.
Yeah, but I think that wraps us up at about 58 minutes.
Just under the hour mark. So, yeah. Going into another great weekend of sports. Got some college football today.
College football today. Do we?
Is there college football today?
It's going to be the classic. Well, last week were the championship games. There's no football in December, but we do have the classic Army game. Army-Navy, they always play this week. Yep. Today at 3 p.m.
I knew it. This dude is a college football fanatic, bro.
Shit, bro. 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, and I was at this game's always in Philly. Well, maybe not always. I think it is, but it was there a couple years ago. It's always in Philly, and I went to the tailgate. I didn't go to the game. I went to the tailgate.
I remember. Yeah, I rember you texted me about
that. Was one of the craziest times.
That was one of the best days of your life.
One of the craziest times, bro. But nah, that shit was crazy because it was like president was there. They had when the game started, we were still in the parking lot. You could see like the paratroopers coming in on the. I looked up. I'm lit as shit. I look up. I see people floating in the sky, bro. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember seeing Trump in there. Yeah.
I was lurking for the guy, bro. But yeah, Navy Army today. We got some college hoops. Today we got some NBA hoops. Obviously NFL tomorrow. Next week we might want to do a We might want to do a Friday podcast because we have we have football next Saturday, special edition NFL on Saturday, which is interesting. So we'll talk about that. Okay. But yeah,
we'll keep you guys posted.
That's gonna be lit. We're gonna have some football next Saturday. Browns Raiders and Colts Pats. Two solid solid playoff games.
It'll be fun to watch.
Yep, and I think that wraps us up, bro. I got nothing more to say except y'all have a blessed weekend. And thanks for the support, and continue to like, comment, subscribe, share, etc., etc., etc.
That's it.
Peace.
Peace.